Hi, my name is Joanna. I'm 42. I work as an internal consultant. I am married and have one child who is 2 years old. I live in New York City in an apartment in Manhattan with my husband, my son, and my 2 cats. I work, so a typical weekday involves me getting up quite early. I leave the house at around 7. I go to work and I come home around 6 o'clock, and on the weekend in the summer I spend my summers going out to a beach house that my parents have, so kind of wearing junky clothes around the house. And in the winter and fall I tend to spend more time in the city, where we do kind of age-appropriate adventures with my 2-year-old. At the moment, most of my clothes come from online. I don't enjoy shopping in stores, so from Boden, from J.Crew, from Banana Republic, from stores where I can shop online. If money were no object, I would probably buy more of my clothes from small designers. I have a couple of items from LM Designs, she's a small designer in New York, and also from Nina Macklemore, where she makes mostly like middle-aged women's clothes, but nicely made and unique. If money were no object, I would probably buy more of my clothes from small designers, like I was saying. Have everything be unique and independent, because I really do enjoy that. I would describe my style as simple. I work in a very formal organization, so I dress very formally in the office, but I try to keep to very simple styles in that regard. If I walked into a crowded room, I hope people would look at me and think classy/classic. That is the look I tend to go for. I'm not very flashy, very, like I said, simple, and I hope classic. My style has changed. I used to dress more, I think it's probably just an age thing. I had more clothes that were more poorly made, and now I tend to have fewer clothes that I think are better quality, that last longer, that are more timeless. And the stores that I shop at reflect that. I used to have more clothes from the Gap or wherever, and now I have more clothes that are a little bit more expensive from Saks Fifth Avenue, from independent designers, that are well made and can withstand the being worn for years in and years out. I would say I get most of my ideas for clothes. I live in Manhattan, so there's a lot of very fashionable women, just from looking at other women in the city and trying to adapt what they wear for their figures to my figure and my style. When I do need to buy something new, as I mentioned, I really dislike shopping, so I try to make it as painless as possible for myself. So I tend to get an idea in my head of something I need, if I need a new black dress or I need a gray jacket, and then I go to the websites that I have the most success with. J.Crew or Banana Republic or Boden, and I go instantly to the clearance or sales section and try to find what I need in that section so that I'm saving some money, and only from there do I branch out to other, the full price. My other solution is my aunt. I have an aunt who loves to go shopping, and she likes to take me shopping as an activity, so occasionally I'll do that as well. I first heard about Boden, it was a little bit of I don't know why this is the circuitous route, but for my 2-year-old I buy a lot of clothes from Hannah Anderson, and somehow from Hannah Anderson I got to Mini Boden, and then from Mini Boden I got to kind of grown-up woman Boden, and I think that's how I ended up there in the first place. I don't know if it was like the internet suggesting other websites for me, from Hannah Anderson to Boden, or if somehow I found it in doing that. When I first heard about Boden, I thought, I don't know that I had a really clear-cut thought. I think I thought it was a little bit more like old-fashioned's the wrong word, but like country hunting mansion type clothes. Like, I don't know what that means. Now I think Boden is for grown women. I don't get the impression that it's for the very young. I feel like you know, the 30s, 40s, 50s crowd, because they're classically made. I think it's very effective in that, for that market. My favorite Boden item is maybe my favorite clothing item entirely, not just from Boden, but is my, right here, my raincoat. My polka dot raincoat with the orange on the inside. My theory about that raincoat is that when it rains, that's always a downer, but I always have an upside because I get to wear my raincoat and I feel great in my raincoat. I get a lot of compliments on it. It's unique, it's absolutely beautiful, and it's really very good at what it does, being a raincoat. It's not great in the dead of summer because it's lined, but it's great. One thing I would say to Johnny Boden about Boden clothes that could be improved is that I think many of the pants have a dowdiness to them. Like, I think it's something about the way the waists are designed. There's just a lot of material from like the crotch to the waist that makes them feel very mom pant-y, you know, kind of like chubby mom pant-y, and don't really accentuate slimness. And so I think there's some work to be done in maybe expanding the kinds of styles that the pants can come in for different women. So I think that is everything you wanted to know about me and my shopping and my relationship with Boden. Thank you very much, and happy to help in any way that I can. Thank you. Bye.